Finally, at long last, a sequel to Pixar's most beloved movie, besides every single other one.
Now make me a taco truck.
Request acknowledged.
A funny car.
You serious?
Let's be perfectly frank here. Pixar is one of those companies that's known for making high-quality children's films. WALL-E, The Incredibles, Up, the Toy Story trilogy are all classics made by this studio. Cars is easily their least loved franchise, yet it is the second franchise to get a full trilogy. So why does Pixar spend time and energy producing these films that have little to no artistic merit? The answer is to sell toys.
You can collect new Cars 3 diecast every month, each sold separately.
The Cars franchise has no reason to exist other than to sell dozens of toy cars that are created with each movie's release. So now that we've established that Cars is nothing more than Pixar selling out, does that mean these movies necessarily suck? Star Wars and the Marvel Cinematic Universe are beloved franchises and both very clearly sold out. So selling out doesn't automatically equate to bad. The question perhaps should be, why isn't the Cars franchise as beloved as Star Wars or the MCU, or even almost every other Pixar movie? That answer is nuanced. Well, it's more nuanced with Cars 1 and 3. Cars 2 does just flat out suck.
Whatever you say, Professor.
The original Cars was a very traditional fish-out-of-water movie that is almost a beat-for-beat remake of Doc Hollywood.
Court finds defendant guilty of crimes under Motor Vehicle Code 453-19, reckless driving.
Perhaps Pixar was gambling that people won't remember a middling Michael J. Fox movie from the early 90s. Cars 2 was a mistaken identity spy comedy, probably drawing on films like The Man Who Knew Too Little and 1967's Casino Royale.
Whatever you do, I would not go in there.
And Cars 3 is essentially the first half of Rocky 3 attached to the end of Creed. This is almost certainly why the Cars franchise is nothing special. Essentially, it just lifts ideas from other movies and replaces the human characters with cars and somehow expects that it will be enough to thrill people. It doesn't. Also, Mater is without doubt the worst and perhaps one of the most unfunny comic relief characters ever created. Thankfully, his role is reduced this time around, but not nearly enough for my taste. That's not to say these movies are completely awful, except Cars 2. Cars 3 has a very strong first act, and a third act that's solid enough. Unfortunately, the second act slowly gets more and more boring until it jumps back to life at the end. Both Cars and Cars 3 have a lot of charm, and many young children will enjoy these movies for what they are. However, as long as they continue to never bring anything new to the table, they'll never be as good as some of the best Pixar has to offer. Hey, if you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And if you really love this video, consider visiting my Patreon page.